Hello everyone, this is the 2023 Chance and Data exam. Let's get right into this. So, question 1, what is the probability that a randomly selected Spotify user's age is aged 45 or over? So 45 or over is this 45 to 54 and 55 and above, so 10.9%, right, plus 18.8% is equal to 29.7%, which is equal to 0.297. In terms of gender, 54% of Spotify users identify as male and 46% identify as female. Assuming that those percentages are true for all ages, for all age groups, what is the probability that a randomly selected Spotify user is a female aged between 25 and 34 years old? Show clearly the calculation that give your probability value. It's a probability of male, female. Male is 54%, so 0.54. Female is 0.46. Male is, and then we want to say 25 to 34 or other. I seriously should improve on my handwriting. But given that 25 to 34 is 28.7, so 0.287. Probability of female and 25 to 34 is old. 0.287 times 0.46. This is equal to 0.132. 0.132, so 13.2%. Nico constructed a survey and his work colleagues. Nico surveyed 81 people and the results showed that 63 of them use Spotify. His results indicated that 8 Spotify users out of the 63 users were aged 35 or over. Age 55 or over. Based on his results and by comparing his results to the diagram on page 2, Nico claims this results of 8 Spotify users in the age category of 55 years or over is nothing strange and within what could be expected. Comment on Nico's claim. Justify your answer using statistical reasons. So, from Nico's data, probability of age 55 plus is equal to 8 over 63, because this is the age of all the Spotify users' age, and we're considering out of the Spotify users how many are 55 or over, not the whole population. This is equal to 0.127, which is equal to 12.7%. So, 12.7% is relatively low compared to compared to the 18.8%, 18.8% from Spotify's data. Yeah. So the claim isn't necessarily accurate. Isn't necessarily accurate. But then so basically this is the comment on Nico's claim, but I also comment about like so this is comparing the numerical value that was given, but we can also Nico says he conducted a survey among his family members and his work colleagues. So actually Nico says he only surveyed 63. He only surveyed 81 people, and only 63 of the Spotify users. There are 587 million Spotify users in 2021, so 63 is quite a small survey population compared to the amount of users. So the survey population was 81 not compared, it's 81, and only 63 of them used Spotify. Only 63 of them used Spotify. There are how many? 587 million. 587 million Spotify users. So this survey population is quite small compared to the overall population, and hence cause some uncertainty with the data. Another comment you could make is so Nico conducted a survey among his family members and his work colleagues. So Nico collected data from his work colleague and family. This could bias the data. This could bias the data as he selected his survey population from a specific environment which can have which can have bias towards a certain age group. Yeah, I think this will be enough. Yeah, I don't know why they give us so many lines. The graph below shows the number of users who visited Spotify from May 2016 through to August 2020. When was the least number of users visiting Spotify recorded in the time period shown in the graph? It's here, so February 2017. I don't know what evidence, what they need. Is the lowest point. Discuss and describe any trends and unusual features that you notice in the graph above. Provide evidence from the graph to back up your statements. Justify your answer using statistical reasons. Okay, so by the way, for this, you can like probably write anything that has logic or that is true with statistical reasoning. So what I wrote down is between February from February 2017 to December 2017, from February 2017 to December 2017, there's sudden rapid growth with number of Spotify users, because here you can see it goes up by a lot. Okay, so from May 2016 to here, it's okay, it's like a slight decline, but it's not too actually no. here to here. It's not really a big decline, so I guess and also from like here to here, this isn't too much of a big decline. This is quite a linear. I guess there's like this and this, but they could arguably be ignored. Okay. Between May 2016 to February, between May 2016 to that's like midway between September and February, which is November or December to December 2017. December 2017 and August 2018 to April 2019. There isn't too much of change in number of visitors is it relatively stays consistent. Then I also read that it goes from down up, so from December 2016 no 2019 onwards there's lots of sudden increase and decrease of number of users as the line rapidly increases and decreases. Yeah. Margot studied the time series graph and decided that this is a misleading graph. Do you agree? Justify your answer using the evidence from the graph and statistical reasons. Explain how any misleading aspects will have an effect. So basically, for a time series graph, basically this time interval has to be consistent. But if we see here, February to August is, if we see from here to here, the February to August is 6 months. That's not 6 months. Here to here is 4 months. Then this is 6 months again. This is 2 months. 2 months to then another 3. So like it's not consistent. I agree with Margot, since this time series graph doesn't consistently doesn't have a consistent time interval. Doesn't have a consistent time interval. E.g. from e.g. the jumps from February 2016, February 2017 to August 2017. August 2017 to December 2017. So the time interval between each point isn't consistent. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so basically, yeah, that is the main comments you make. Then you comment on how this affects. Yeah, so this causes some data to appear more significant than it actually is. Yeah. The sudden increase. So yeah, it seems like this is like a humongous increase, but like this is like quite a big time interval from here to here. This is quite a big time interval, so like it actually isn't. So yeah, this graph makes it appear that some data appears more significant than the others. Sudden increase at February 2017. February 27th isn't as as accurate when comparing to the rest of the data. Yeah. Okay. Question 2. In musical terminology, tempo is the speed or pace of the music, the piece of music. It is measured as beats per minute. Random samples of classical music and pop music are selected from Spotify collection. The graph below compares the tempo between the two genres of classical and pop music. If two pieces of pop music are randomly selected from the above sample, what is the probability that the tempos of both pieces of music are greater than 147 beats per minute? So probability that classical and beats per minute is greater than 147. Classical is so, and here is 147. This include this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the 53 pieces of data is equal to 7 over 53. And then this might be a bit hard to calculate, but in reality, the upper quartile is 147. So here, so 75% of the data is below 147. So anything after 147 is 25% of the data. So probability of pop and BPM greater than 147 is equal to 1 over 4, which is equal to 0.25. So probability of BPM greater than 147 is equal to 7 over 53 times 1 over 4, which is equal to 0.033. Where the distributions of the music tempo shown in the sample data opposite, note any similarities and differences considering center shift / overlap, shapes spread, provide numerical evidence where appropriate. Your answer describe at least 3 different key features, because I think just 3 of these 3 or just any outliers will be good enough. So what I wrote down is so if we consider this, if we compare the center is here, which is around like 98. The center is here, which is like 122. So center for classical music for BPM of classical music is around 98, y center for pop is around 122. So pop music is a high center compared compare to classical. That's the center. Comparing these two, comparing these two things, that there isn't too much. The box is it's different length, and there isn't too much overlap between any part of the box. So yeah, I concluded that there are no similarities between the shift. There are no similarities between the shift and overlap of the two data shape. So if you look at this data, if you look at the data for classical, most of the data is like laying here. I guess they're a bit here, but we can kind of ignore that. So we can kind of draw like here. Then yeah, it's a bit like that. So I think it's skewed to the right. I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's skewed to the right. So the shape is, the classical music has more songs with lower BPM, so it is skewed to the right. Well, for this pop music, I guess, I don't know, it's like here. I would, I guess it is kind of symmetrical here, but ignoring this, but like, there are a few anomalies here, so I guess knowing the anomalies at 160 and 170, the tempo of pop music has a relatively symmetrical shape. Then spread. If you look at the spread, most of the pop music are like kind of laying around here to here. Well, and a few bits here and there, but if we look at classical music, you can see it's like a bit more like evenly spread throughout. So wait, let's see my notes. Yeah. Classical music has more songs at low BPM, but is evenly spread out past, because yeah, apart from here it's like mostly evenly spread out past it. By the way, you only need 3 comments, so like you don't. Yeah, I'm just going overlord. I mean, just going, I'm just writing more to be safe and to like, since it's a bit of a walkthrough. About pop music is more songs between here's like here, so like it's around 86 to 171 from BPM, 86 to 171, yeah, 71, and has more songs concentrated through those area and has this spread over all compared to classical, compared to classical. No. Then yeah, I'll comment on a few there are a few outliers here, so like yeah yeah, pop music appears to be metric across the center there's around 115, I think, across the center of 15, but has a few outliers at 160 and 170. There are many songs with BPM of 60 and 170 with pop music. Tom made a claim that it is not possible to decide that classical music tempo tends to be slower than pop music tempo for all music on Spotify. Comment on this claim based on this sample of music tempo provided shown in the diagram of page 96. I don't know why they give us so much space. I'm not too confident with this answer because of that. So what I wrote down is so this is a random sample. Random, actually, small sample. So the claim for all music is somewhat misleading. Okay, so at least for that, there's like this big cluster of classical here, but it's like also evenly spread out throughout, and there are some on like the higher end, so like so classical has some low BPM music concentrated on the lower side, but it's also spread out through a wide range of BPM. Wide range of BPM. The on average, like on average, yeah, the tempo of pop music seem to be a bit higher, but this doesn't necessarily relate with the claim for all music yeah, I don't have too many ideas on what it could be, but they give us like so much space. I'm not too confident with answers. So if we look at like the box, it's like the box and whisk is like they overlap pretty for like the box and whisk overlap quite well. So like I wouldn't say for all, yeah. The box and whisker whisker oh. Okay, so basically, yeah, the box and whisker plot overlap. Yeah, like if you look at this, they kind of overlap. So like, yeah, they overlap these decently with 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 no, okay, it's just decently. So the many similarities many similarities with the BPM of classical and pop music. Yeah. Hence it is not accurate to make the claim classical music tends to have a slower BPM for all. Actually, for all music on Spotify. I guess you can also make the claim like is there also classical songs with a relatively high BPM. BPM with a relatively high BPM. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm also not too confident with this because like I never did Chance and Data when I was level 1, so yeah. I'm not so yeah, take my answers with always take my 2023 answers with grain of salt since the assessment schedule hasn't been released yet. For a piece of there are 4 random levels of pop music tempo. There are slow, medium, fast, and very fast. Random sample of 1,000 pop songs selected from Spotify is shown in the graph below. If a piece of music randomly selected from this sample what's the probability that it is not a not slow tempo or medium tempo piece of music? So there are 1,000 songs, so and yeah, so that means it has to be fast or very fast. The probability of fast or very fast is equal to 130 over 1,000, which is equal to 430 over 1,000, which is equal to 0.43, which is equal to 43%. And the sample of 200 pop songs is selected from Spotify. Describe any similarities and differences that you would expect to see this new sample. Change the random sample shown. We can expect that yeah, we can expect that the data will be relatively similar and the music will likely be in medium fast, very fast, slow in that order. But we're testing with like smaller sample size, so won't be as accurate as the bigger to the bigger sample size, so may have some slight differences in data. Okay. Most people would agree that dancing makes people feel happy, but does happy music encourage people to dance? A sample of 120 pieces of pop music was selected from Spotify to study the possible relationship between happy music and danceability. A piece of music is given a danceability rating with a score between 0 and 1. This score gives a numerical value to how much a piece of music encourages the listener to dance. Then a piece of music is given by happy music rating for the score between 0 and 1. The score gives a numerical value to the feeling of happiness in the piece of music. Okay. If a piece of music has a happy music score of 0.1, what danceability would you expect to have? Comment on how confident you feel with the accuracy of your justification. So with 0.1, it seems the happy score of 0.1, it seems danceability score of 0.6. kind of, but yeah, we can kind of see there isn't too much like correlation. There's like lots of variances between, say, lots of variances. So not. So I feel so. Yeah, the line of best fit doesn't reflect too well. Best doesn't appear. So lots between the score. Describe and interpret at least two different features of the relationship shown in the graph above of danceability score versus happy music score. Justify your answer using statistical reasoning. So I wrote, yeah. But seems to like there's like lots of variances. It seems to have like a relatively like positive relationship. So like a very minor positive relationship seems to have a very minor positive relationship between danceability and happiness. But yeah, but then there's also lots of variance between the danceability of each. The danceability of each song. Believes that this scatter graph would be very useful to predict the danceability score based on a piece of music's happy score. Evaluate Miami's claim using statistical reasoning, giving at least two justified statements, providing numerical evidence where appropriate. Okay, so what I wrote down is lots. Okay, I'm repeating myself a lot here, but lots of variance between the is this quite a big. I mean, not quite a big, but is this relatively big difference between the danceability of each yeah, there's like here to here, here to here. This is quite like a big difference, so I wouldn't say it's the best fit is too accurate. So line of best fit isn't too accurate and will be hard to predict. Will be hard to predict. And then the other reasoning is, if you see here, like most of the songs are like clustered in between, like here. So like anything between here and here, which is probably not too like measurable. So lots of clusters between 0.2 to 0.8 to 2.8. So lots of so there isn't too much evidence outside of those values. Hence isn't reasonable to make prediction. A survey was conducted. Where's my other notes? Okay, yeah. A survey was conducted among 500 randomly selected Spotify users. They were asked how many hours they listened to Spotify in the past week. The results are shown in the table below. One Spotify user was randomly selected from the sample. What is probability that it is a premium user who listens more than 5 hours? Premium subscription with more than 5 hours. So this over the total population. So probability of premium and 5 hours plus is equal to 92 over 500, which is equal to 0.184. Based on the data from the survey, claim that the free subscription users are more likely to spend less than 2 hours per week listening to Spotify than the premium subscription users. Comment on Mermir's claim that using the information in the table and providing numerical evidence. Probability that someone is on a free subscription and less than 2 hours is equal to free subscription and less than two out of the free subscriptions, which is 200, only 40 of them use less than 2 hours. So 40 over 200, which is equal to 0.2. Probability of premium and less than 2 hours is equal to So 21 out of the 300 users. So 21 over 300, which is equal to 0.07. We can observe that probably that free subscription users is spending less than hours is then probability of premium probability that premium user this is distant hours, so the claim is true. You can also do you can also take this probability and this probability, divide it by each other. This is called the relative risk. Is equal to 2.86. So 2.86 times more likely for free to free this than 2 hours period 2 compared to premium. Okay, yeah, so I think that is over. So thank you all for watching. I am not too confident about this paper. I did go over it, but I never took level 1 chance and data. In fact, I never took level 1 math in the first place, so I'm not too confident with my answer, but hopefully it is mostly correct. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the support recently, and see you all later.